It's not Assassin's Creed. Oh, g'day all you gamers out there, and welcome to the Tuesday's edition of the Gaming News Reactions / Opinions. Wait. It's Thursday? Shit. Alright gamers, today we're going to talk about the new PlayStation Plus, what you're going to get for free this month, and EA is, they're talking a lot. Some of it's stupid, some of it's making sense, but we'll talk about that today. And don't forget, if you've already made up your opinion or reaction on all of this, don't forget to leave your comments in the section down below. God damn it.
Mash Mikeey Gaming.
That's right gamers, and welcome to the Thursday's edition of Gaming News Reactions / Opinions, where we go around the internet and grab all bits of information around there. Then I think about it, and then I bring it out to you guys, and I hope that you have an opinion of your own. And don't forget, if you do go on to like today's video, don't forget, thumbs up really help, and share, subscribe, comment down below, and don't forget to ring-a-ding-ding-ding-ding that bell, so that you never miss any videos of Mad Mikey. So in the first bit today, we'll just get the quick and easy stuff out of the way, done and dusted. The PlayStation Plus lineup has been announced for Sony's subscription service, and it looks a bit underwhelming this month. It's kind of understandable. I mean, the fact that this is, again, a big month. We've just had Assassin's Creed, Mario, Wolfenstein, then we're going to have Call of Duty, Battlefield. So a lot of people's time is going to be spent elsewhere. But on the PlayStation 4, you will be getting Worms Battleground and Bound. Now, I'll probably jump in on Bound. I've heard really good things about that game, but again, it's just not something that I wanted to go out and spend my money on. It's a puzzle game. So I like to keep my sanity from time to time. Over on the PlayStation 3, you're going to get R-Type Dimensions and Ragdoll Kung Fu Fists of Plastic, which don't really jump out. On the Vita and PlayStation 4, you're getting Dungeon Punks, which I don't really know that much about. And on the Vita, yes, they still give us games on the Vita. You're going to get Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse, Episodes 1 and 2. And if I had enough room left on my Vita for games, I might seriously consider that one. And as a bonus game from November 7 till January 2nd, you can get Until Dawn Rush of Blood on the PlayStation VR. So that's pretty cool. That's apparently one of the must-have games on the VR system. So makes sense, like it's coming up to sort of Christmas time and everything, so it's going to be good if you get a VR system that you can jump in and get one of the best games on there straight away. So that's really good. But yeah, all the other ones just seem let me know. I mean, I know they're free, so I never really complain about that. But EA oh, EA, you funny buggers, you just keep giving us fuel and ammunition and whatever it is that you want to give us to just fire up at you guys. So in the first part of what they've said is EA is not ready to commit to making more Nintendo Switch games. Now, EA Chief Financial Officer Blake Johansson told the Wall Street Journal that the publisher wants to wait until the console's been on the market for roughly about a year before they know what to do with it. Now, according to Johansson, it's too early to judge the success of FIFA 18 on Nintendo Switch. As such, EA wants to fully understand what the demand is for the platform before committing more development resources to making new games on the platform. Oh, you just have to laugh at this. I don't know if it's because I'm in hysterics because I've just been playing Assassin's Creed non-stop for so long, but it only came out like less than a month ago on the Nintendo Switch, and they don't fully understand how it is. This well, this is stupid. I do understand from sort of like a financial standpoint. I mean, Nintendo's online services aren't that great. A lot of people are still probably trying to work it out at the moment. I mean, you need your phone, you need to hook it up, you need to do this, you need to do that. It's not as simple as just bink, okay, select friend, go play. So I do understand from that point that they'd want to be cautious about it, because they do, a lot of their games are multiplayer games. But at the same time, it's going to cost extra money to develop sort of your lower end spec for the Nintendo Switch. So I do get it from there, but I just, the words that are coming out of their mouth just do not make a bunch of sensical sense. I mean, yes, it's easy because you've got your Xbox and your PlayStation that are just so easy to make for, because you build the one and you just make a few sort of lesser or higher tweaks for each one. With the Xbox One X coming out, that might complicate things a bit. But at the same time, like, obviously, as we saw with FIFA, it didn't come with all of the, you know, all the bells and whistles that the PS4 and the Xbox One came with. So I do understand from that point, but for them to sort of be saying, I mean, it's too early to judge the success of FIFA. No shit, guys. It's only been out for less than a month. But we'll move on from that, guys. I really hope that EA just really pick up their game and start like giving all the consoles the proper love. Comment down below what you guys think of that. They have come out of the woodshed and finally now given an explanation or talked about the closure of Visceral and the movement in what is going on with that Star Wars game that they were working on. Now, EA CEO Andrew Wilson, the big guns are out today, was speaking at the earnings call. He went on to say, anytime you close a studio, it's very, very tough decision and something that we want to take very seriously. And we spend a lot of time working through before we have made such a decision. But it does happen from time to time as part of the creative process. Yes, it does happen time to time with you guys, because you do it quite a lot. You shut a lot of studios or move them on. But it's a bit Mikey. During the development process of the game that they were working on, we've been testing the game content with players, listening to their feedback in terms of what and how they wanted to play, and really tracking that closely with fundamental shifts in the marketplace, and we are seeing an evolution in the marketplace. It became clear to us that to deliver the experience that players wanted to come back and enjoy for a long time, that we needed to pivot the design. You may have heard the conversation around single player versus multiplayer, or single player versus live service, and that wasn't about the conversation. It wasn't about this was just a single player game or it needed to be a live service. It was more to do with how do we get to a point where the overall gameplay experience was right for the players. We're also very happy with some of the assets and content that was created as part of the development, and we'll be looking at how we can better utilize that in line with fan and player expectations in the future. It's a lot of jargon that they're throwing out there. It's not really explaining sort of what happened. They did sort of mention on some other sites that they were sort of looking at games like Overwatch and Destiny as a game that players always want to go back to or keep playing. It's very short-sighted. In my opinion. I mean, I play so many games. I know that I'm only just sort of one of possibly many, but I enjoy my single player experience because I can sit down, I can play it, and then I can go play something else. If I do want to go back to that single player experience, yes, I can. Do I do it? Very rarely. There are so many times that I will just be playing a game and be like, oh, you know what? I really feel like playing that older game that sort of reminds me of this one. So then I'll go play it for about sort of half an hour, and then I'll just, okay, well, that scratched that itch. But then it's always there. Games like Overwatch and Destiny, I don't like. I do enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but I can't just play that one game. I used to do that quite a lot with like Counter-Strike and with Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast 2 multiplayer. Used to play a lot on there. That was when the internet was really fresh. It was interesting, and it was something that you really couldn't do before. But now that we've had it for so long, I just don't understand why. I mean, I know if you're good at a game that you can just keep going back and playing it, but to me, like, I play a map on Overwatch and then sort of like 5 or 6 rounds later I'm playing that same round. I'm just like, okay, that's enough for now. But that's not to say that I enjoy the game or that I hate on people that do play that. A lot of people obviously play Call of Duty, play Battlefront non-stop for like a year, and I do understand that they have that thing, but there are other experiences out there, and I understand also that EA are like, well, we want to keep our players playing our games for as long as we can. But for them to already have sort of like a multiplayer game, and they have put a lot of commitment into Battlefront 2 to make that the longevity of that game sort of span without sort of like your season passes. And we still don't know what's going on with the microtransactions now, because I have backpedaled on that a bit. There obviously is going to be microtransactions in there, and it does honestly look like it's here to stay these days. I mean, it's in Assassin's Creed, it's in every game, it's in Shadow of War of Mordor or whatever it is, and it's just there for people that don't want to grind in the game, but then they might make the games too grindy, and oh god, I could go on this forever. But I'm sure you guys have heard enough, or haven't you? I don't know. Put your comments down below if you just want me to keep on going. I see where they're coming from, but I don't like where they're going to, and yet okay, that's it for today, guys. As I said, if you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, ring a ding ding that bell, and comment down below if there's anything that you have to say on the whole situation. I'm going to go back and play some Assassin's Creed because I'm gotta finish that before my holidays are done, so I've got 3 more days to finish that off. But guys, until I see you next time, enjoy the games you're playing, and I will see you. Bye guys.